Hi everyone, this video is for English 103. We are going to be talking about Module 12. Hard to believe the semester is just flown by. We are in the finish line is near. We're at the tail end of the course. We've only got like 2-3 weeks left, 3-4 weeks left, and they go really fast. So let's take a look at Module 12. I'm going to share my screen so we can take a look at our Moodle page. I do want to kind of give you a heads up. This is a bit of an intense one. There's a little bit. There's no way to sugarcoat this. You're gonna have to really put in some time and focus on this particular one. There's just no way to say it nicer. I guess this is a laborious one. So in this particular module, we are really working on a skeleton of your essay. And when I say skeleton, I really mean the outline. So when you are starting this module, definitely read chapter 4, these pages 170, 173, 175 to 181 in the electronic textbook that we provide for you, okay? And then look at the resources. Now, the resources, there's a lot of them, and then there's links embedded in the resources. So when you click into these, we have some videos, but then we also have a handout here. So anything in green is a hot link to another resource, and you'll see them throughout. Now, I do want to kind of preface this. The videos, don't panic, it's not me. It is the fabulous Cody Miller, Professor Cody Miller, who did the videos. We share things back and forth quite often. And he's awesome. You're going to love the videos. But if you are a paper person, so if you notice, if you click on that, it downloaded, and it's a Word document with your paper structure. It's the basic elements of what your structure of the paper should look like. You need an introduction. Within the introduction, you need a hook, some important information about the topic, and then, of course, your all-important thesis statement. And then you have body paragraph 1, all the way to body paragraph 5, or however many you need within your essay. In other words, what different elements you're going to be covering within that topic. So for each of those body paragraphs, you definitely need to have a topic sentence. You need your first sentence, a follow-up to the topic sentence, then another sentence, introductions of the source, integration of the source, interpretation of the source, connecting it with your thesis and your topic, and then, of course, a concluding or transition sentence moving into the next body paragraph. And then, of course, at the end, you're going to have a conclusion. So I know this is like I'm talking to you a million miles an hour. So if you watch the videos, he talks much slower, more detailed about this. And that's why we provided the videos for you. I just wanted to kind of show you, hey, there is a handout structure if you want to review that. That's not what you're doing your assignment on. It just provides you, hey, here's the format that we're going to be working with. And then there are 2 videos on this in which he goes into really good detail for you. So spend some time looking at those resources. Now, the other thing I want to talk about are the actual activities. Okay, so these are the graded items that you need to submit this week. The first is the outline. You need an outline for your informative research essay. Now, your outline, I want you to watch the video, of course, and it covers the assignment directions. So the document you download is right here, and this is the document you're going to be using to create your outline. So please pay attention to the instructions on it. This is a template, which means then you're going to delete out what's there and type in your own stuff. But do follow the instruction. It says fill out the information from body paragraph 1 to body paragraph 4. So even though, I mean, if you know your title of the essay, you're welcome to put it in there. And if you know your introductory paragraph, you're welcome to do that, your tentative thesis. But what the assignment is requiring is you need to complete everything in body paragraph 1 through body paragraph 4. Now, that means, I want you to complete the things in purple. So for each of those purples, you need to address it. So it's telling you right here what you need to do. So it gives you a little information. And then right here, it says, please write your topic sentence underneath this text. Bam. So then you enable editing and do your typing. And then it talks about sources. Please write this information. And so it tells you specifically, it gives you a little preface, a little information there, and then it tells you, okay, write this, write this. And you do that for each of the colors. There's purple, orange, blue, and red. You need to do it for 4. So what does that tell you? You need at least 4 body paragraphs in your essay. Now you can have more, but I'm only requiring you to provide information on your first 4. So again, you see there's conclusion paragraph, but you don't have to do that for this. Remember, we're just focusing on the color stuff. We also give you some more information. Okay, an introduction. What are ways I could do an introduction? But I'm not requiring you right now to do any of those, but it's good information for you to have and read. Right now, when you submit the assignment, what you're required to do based on your instructions here is body paragraph 1 to body paragraph 4, sections with different color text. Okay. And when you get that done, then you're going to add submission. You do it on Microsoft Word, download, do your typing, and then upload. Okay, add submission. Do this on Microsoft Office Word. No, don't do it Google Doc. Don't do it in the comments, any of those kinds of things. You need to do it on a Word document. That is the requirement of the class. And like I said, watch the video. Professor Miller does a great job of talking through this. Now, the other item that is being graded this week is your works cited reference page. So you should hopefully have a running source of things, research sources that you have been collecting, working with, you've been reading on your topic, right? So you have a running list of them. So what I want you to do is I want you to create a working draft of your works cited page, works cited references page. So this is a 1-page item and it contains, and I want correct entries as if you're doing the works cited page for any of the sourcing you have so far. So again, you may want to visit Purdue OWL and review this if you're not quite sure how to do this. There are some other areas. So works cited basic format web page, works cited sample page. These give you examples of, hey, this is what it looks like, that kind of a thing. And then of course, Purdue OWL has a sample page. And then Saginaw Valley does a color coding way to do it, more of a kind of different way to engage with it. You may find that more helpful. A lot of students use work or citation generators. I'm totally fine with that. I think that's great. And just a word of warning, not all generators are created equal, and many generators have errors, and you are responsible for doing it correctly. So you need to know what you're looking at. Generators are only as good as what you put in. So if you put something in wrong, it's going to kick it out wrong. However, one the generators that I always recommend is NightSight. This is out of Calvin University, and this is incredibly accurate. So if you are choosing the right thing here and you're putting in the correct information in the boxes, it is almost always right. It's like 99% foolproof. The qualifier there is make sure you always choose MLA and choose the appropriate resource type over here. So for example, in our prior one that you had to cite for Jib Fowles, that was from an anthology that provided an author and editor. So whichever one you choose here, it changes the boxes. So now you know, oh, these are the boxes I got to fill in with the correct information. So when you fill in those boxes, then you submit, it will kick out the right thing. So pay attention over here to what you're choosing, because that will definitely affect your output. In particular, you know, if you're using online sources, if it's an entire website or a web page, those kinds of things. But this is a fantastic resource. And I certainly endorse it, and I have no problem with you using it. One reminder on your works cited page. So in the essay, the requirement is that you have to have at least 2 sources from our SMC library databases. Now you can have more than that, but you can't have less than that. So out of all the works cited that you list on this works cited page, 2 of them I'm looking for, okay, which 2 are from the databases? So make sure you cite them correctly on the works cited page. You have to have at least 2 within this submission, okay? And I'm just looking here if I give you an amount of how many sources. I don't see that I actually give you a minimum. So, wow, I'm just gonna, I guess I'll be nice. You need at least 4 sources, 2 of which have to be from the databases. So on your works cited page, 4 sources, 2 have to be from the database, And the other two can be whatever you want as long as they're credible, whatever you're going to be using for the paper. Um, but I don't, for this particular one, I don't need more than 4. I just want to see where your sourcing is and just double check that you're on the right track. Okay, so that's the other assignment. Now, for some of you, the works cited will be an easy peasy. You've probably been running, keep a running tab on stuff, no problem. However, if you have not done any research or reading or resourcing on your topic, yeah, you should probably have a full week of that and then submit those. Now, as always, feel free to reach out to me with any questions or concerns. Just a little shout out too. I talked with Casey Bell, who is the director over at our TLC for the writing consultations. And she reminded me that you can do drop-in live for something like a works cited. Like, so for example, maybe you're working on your works cited page and you don't really want a full-blown writing consultation. You just want to ask some questions or have someone help you, like, hey, is this formatted correctly? They'll do that. So they use I think it's called Discord. But go into our module on student support services, click on the Carol A. Tate link, and then there's videos, and then take a look. There should be videos and explanations for it if you want to connect with them. But that's nice. It's just kind of a pop-in live ask a question type thing. So if you need some assistance there as well. I want to end with an encouraging note. We are coming into the final countdown. Like I said, we have 3-4 weeks tops left, and they go fast. There's not a lot of time. This is our last major assignment, this particular essay and items related to this. And so just hang in there. I mean, I know it gets tough at the end of the semester, but you're almost done. I do want to kind of give you a heads up that withdrawal notices are going to go out. You get a withdrawal notice from me if there is no possibility you're going to be able to successfully complete the class at a 73.4% or higher. And it's just mathematically, it means that there was just too much missing work, or you had too low of scores, those kinds of things, because we're at a point of the semester where we're not going to go back. And we just need to finish up. We're in the final throes of the semester. So if you get a withdrawal notice, then make sure you go talk with an advisor and see what your options are. And otherwise, I want to encourage you, continue researching, reading, build your skeleton, get that works cited working. Reach out to me with questions or concerns. Don't forget I have office hours every day, Monday through Thursday. If my office hours don't work for you, reach out with times that I can meet with you one-on-one. Or of course, you can always do writing consultations anytime that works within your schedule as well. And those are with the TLC. So happy writing and have a great week.